Good evening, viewers, and welcome back to the ICC Academy here in the heart of Dubai Sports City. It's time for yet another encounter of the Emirates D10 2023 powered by FanCode. Match number 20 to conclude the evening. It's Emirates Reds taking on Fujairah. So let's see how the game will progress. First, we have the all-important toss with Asim Sheikh.
Last game of the night, and it is going to be Emirates Reds taking on Fujairah. It's a double header for Fujairah. I have the two captains out there in the center. It is Sanaul Haq, the skipper of Emirates Red. It is Umair Ali Khan, the skipper of Fujairah. And I have the match referee who's going to adjudicate the toss. It will be Mr. Iftikhar Ali. It will be Sana to flip the coin. Tail is the call, and it is a head. Sana, you won the toss. What have you decided?
Actually, we are going to bowl first.
Well, what is the idea behind bowling first? Do you think the matches that have gone by before today is the reason? Because it's a fresh new track.
No, actually, I have seen like last three matches, like a little bit low scoring and ball was like double pace. So we're trying to like restrict them like under 80 or 90. So we're like going to chase the target.
Well, we are talking about mighty Fujairah who haven't been defeated. Does that give you an extra pressure coming through in this game?
No, actually, we have like we defeated Ajman, we defeated Sharjah. So like it's not new for us. We are like having good strength. So we are trying to like do our best as soon as like inshallah you will see.
Well, confidence is the first step in going towards success. We wish you all the very best. Give us a good game.
Thank you so much.
उमर टॉस हार गए प्लान्स क्या थे आपके?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। प्लान तो फील्डिंग करने की था, लेकिन अब हार गए तो इंशाल्लाह अच्छा टारगेट देंगे और कोशिश करेंगे कि इसको डिफेंड करें और चैलेंज को एक्सेप्ट करें, क्योंकि 5 मैचेस से टॉस जीते आ रहे हैं और फील्डिंग कर रहे हैं और जीत रहे हैं। तो ये एक अच्छा चैलेंज है, क्योंकि आगे मैचेस में हम कभी भी बैटिंग कर सकते थे। तो डिस्कस किया लड़कों से मैंने, इंशाल्लाह अच्छा टोटल जो है बोर्ड पे देंगे और इसको डिफेंड करेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
वेल, एक मैच ऑलरेडी आप खेल चुके हैं इस विकेट के ऊपर, तो कितना एडवांटेज आप फील करते हैं वो आपके लिए होगा यहाँ पे आके बैटिंग करना?
हाँ, क्योंकि थोड़ा बहुत बॉलर्स जो हमने बॉल जिस एरिया पे हम बॉल कर रहे थे, हमने डिस्कस किया था लड़कों से कि 100-110 अगर स्कोर हम करेंगे तो इंशाल्लाह हम इस विकेट पे चेज़ नहीं करने देंगे। बाकी क्रिकेट है, आपको मालूम है, इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ गेम। T10 इज़ वेरी फनी गेम। 1-2 ओवर में मैच चेंज होता है, बट हम यही कोशिश करेंगे कि अच्छा टोटल दें और इनको रिस्ट्रिक्ट करें। तो ये चैलेंज है हमारे लिए।
वेल, लास्ट मैच जो खेले उससे इस मैच में टीम में कोई चेंजेस?
नो चेंजेस, सेम टीम से हम लोग जा रहे हैं।
चलें, ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट, गो वेल विद द गेम, गिव अस अ गुड गेम।
थैंक यू।
Well, so the news from the center is that Emirates Red, they have won the toss and they will be bowling first.
Thank you very much, Asim. So news from the center is that the Emirates Reds have won the toss and elected to bowl first. Let's quickly give you the playing 11s of both sides. For the Reds, it's Ahan Fernandez, Akshay Putanvittal, Amar Badami, Clint Birkinshaw, Farhan Babar in the side tonight, Mohammad Asif, the left-arm spinner, Mohammad Irfan, Mohammad Shahdad, the young leggy, hard-hitting batting all-rounder, Sanaul Haq, the skipper and wicket-keeper, Umar Mohammad and Uzair Haidarman. And for Team Fujairah, Hafiz Almas, Haider Ali, Hamid Khan, Farazuddin, Nasir Faraz, Rais Ahmed, Rohit Khan, Salman Khan, Shahbaz Ali, Umair Ali Khan, of course the skipper, and Zishan Abid, the wicket-keeper batter. So no changes in the Fujairah 11 and just a couple in the Reds. And this should be a very intriguing match. Emirates Reds have made a wonderful debut in the Emirates D10, a brand new side compiled for this tournament. And they've certainly given every team a tough time. Got a couple of victories under their belt as well. And it will be Clint Birkinshaw who will be taking the new ball. Has good pace, swings the ball. I am Ahmed Khwaja in the comm box, and alongside me I have the one and only Abid Ibrahim. Good evening, boss.
Good evening, AZ. It's always delightful and entertaining to be along with you. It's Mujahid Raza out there as umpiring for this final game of the day. We had a brilliant day out today. Lots of close encounters. That's what we expect. Salman. There you go. The first ball down the leg side. The keeper is appealing, but Mujahid Raza calls it wide. Not a convincing start there from Clint Birkinshaw.
Yeah, trying to bang the ball in short early to check out the bounce. It's been a spongy sort of bounce throughout the day on this wicket. And Salman coming off a fabulous innings in the first game that Fujairah played this afternoon against Ajman. So he'll be looking to continue that good form. Picked up over fine leg this time. He was ready for it. and deposited beyond the fine leg fielder for 4.
Well, he was asking for the trouble. That ball certainly was asking for the punishment. Got one. Going down the leg side, all Salman had to do is give it a direction. And with fine leg up, that's straight near our comb box.
Yeah, trying to go wide of the crease there, Birkinshaw. Excellent strike rate and average. Already 110 runs in the tournament for Salman. He's been super consistent and plays at a good strike rate as well. Clint Birkinshaw, 5 wickets in the D10 so far. This time chased that outswinger. It will be a touch wide and rightly called so. So it's been a positive start here for the men in green.
Yeah, they much needed that kind of a start there. They've got 6 of first delivery. 2 wide and a boundary there. Well, what I expect this final game to be a high-scoring game. That's what I think, because Fujairah opted to bat first. And their batting has been absolutely brilliant. This is from toe end of the bat, but not so. Clint Birkinshaw strikes, takes the big man out. Salman, informed batsman, departs.
Well, you can see the head coach Rizwan there, very disappointed. That's a big blow. Salman had been in great form, just trying to loft that mid-on fielder, toe end of the bat. And a safe catch taken there, backpedaling. And Clint Birkinshaw enjoyed that one for sure. A huge blow to Fujairah. And the first wicket is down, 6 for 1. So the new batter, the regular number 3, Rais Ahmed, coming early into the piece, a lot earlier than he would have liked after only 2 legal deliveries. Hamid Khan coming off a low score as well will be willing to post a big score. Rais has been in wonderful touch, already has a player of the match performance to his name. Look at that average and strike rate, absolutely wonderful. And you needed some kind of performance like that with Team Fujairah missing the regular UAE international players like Mohammad Wasim, Asif Khan and Rohan Mustafa. He's taken the burden on very admirably. Next delivery just keeps a touch low. There's that variable bounce coming on early in the piece here with the new ball.
Yeah, that was a wicket there. The ball takes that seam movement away from Salman. He was probably looking that ball might come in, but look at that. He's not happy with it.
Yeah, rare loose shot from Salman. So his night is done with the bat at least. Oh, attempted Yorker, beautifully bowled. Clint Birkinshaw, he has more pace than you would imagine. And he is swinging the ball nicely tonight.
I tell you what, as you mentioned, Asif Khan is not available. Even Wasim is not available. Rohan Mustafa, all these 3 are at the national duties with the camp of UAE. And also they don't have, Fujairah does not have Hamdan Tahir also. There were so many players are missing out in this mighty Fujairah side, but still they are unbeaten so far in the tournament. That speaks a volume and says a lot about that bench strength that carries by Fujairah. Clearly, just add those 4 names in the side and think about this side would be a giant.
Oh, absolutely. Their recruitment has been top-notch. They've gotten in a lot of quality players. Trying to force this one down the ground. Quick single to mid-on, but a bit of a bobble there. Took his eye off the ball. And Rais Ahmed, well, it was a risky single, but he'll get off the mark. 7 for 1. Well, the broadcasting and streaming partners of the Emirates D10, you can watch it on Fan Code, ARY Zap and A Sports in Pakistan, broadcast and digital. The CricTracker channel on YouTube and Sports Eye on Facebook for the rest of the world. It's an ITW Prodigy and TBT 360 production. And it's been a wonderful production indeed. A lot of thrills and spills throughout the 5 or 6 days of this tournament. 44 matches over the duration of 12 days. And it's only getting more and more exciting by the minute, Abid.
There you go. Umair Ali Khan. He'll be coming in.
It's going to be Mohammad Umar sharing the new ball now with Clint Birkinshaw. Oh, brilliant in-swing Yorker. Good looking punch down the ground and decent effort by mid-off. He's deflected it past the long on. But they will pick up a couple.
Well, this has been an interesting event there. Lots of attempts to save a boundary at the end. They did save the boundary. Mohammad Umar has been given the opportunity to bowl tonight. Got a game.
Oh, that's barely landed on the pitch there. Good keeping there by Sanaul Haq Bhatti. Those can be tough to control. Yeah, Umar, a good fast bowling all-rounder, can belt the ball hard as well. So they've just boosted their fast bowling resources a bit.
And look at that. He was probably trying to bowl that leg cutter. Got it completely wrong. It's not easy to release the ball with back of the hand deliveries. It needs a lot of practice.
Attempted in-swinger once again and driven past the extra cover. It's a long chase for the fielder, but the ball will win the race. Nicely put away by Rais Ahmed. He was expecting that in-swinger and just forced it through the offside ring and picks up a boundary.
And that ball was just nipping in into the right-hander, but I think on this occasion he bowled slightly full. And Rais Ahmed will not pardon that one. He's extremely good batter.
Yeah, Mohammad Shahzad needed to put the dive in there. Short ball hammered down the ground. And brilliant fielding by Clint Birkinshaw. That ball was travelling. Great dive across to his left. So the effort and attitude from Emirates Red has been spot on already.
He's been taken for some runs, but I think captain want a wicket from him as well. You can see those deliveries that he's bowling. He's not shy away from trying to bowl around the pads. That's the key when you're trying to pick a wicket. You miss and I hit.
Beautiful slower delivery there by Mohammad Umar. Foxing Hamid Khan facing his first ball. He's had a quiet tournament by his big hitting abilities. And Umair Ali Khan, although his team is undefeated, 5 wins out of 5, still looking on with some concern. Very emotional captain. He truly lives the game ball by ball every moment. Expects and demands the best from his troops. And so far they've been pretty decent, to be fair. Hammer towards that backward point region. Lofted. And it will go beyond the boundary rope as well. Positive start here for Hamid Khan.
That was banged it shot, and Hamid Khan was ready for it. All he had to do is clear the front leg and go towards the offside. Look at that, wide open. It was just a clean hit. And there's no man patrolling that region. Teasing away the fielders and going towards the fence. And Umair is turning out to be slightly expensive. 12 in 5 deliveries. He's got one more ball to go.
Yeah, Hamid Khan is all about bat speed. Banged over mid-wicket. Sailing over for 6. That's a clean connection. And that's an expensive over from Mohammad Umar. They've taken 18 runs off it. Fujairah off to a flying start in the power play. 25 for 1.
25 of 1 at the end of power play, with Rais Ahmed standing at the one end and Hamid Khan at the other. Who would you like to bowl against?
I'd like to sit in the com box. I don't want to bowl to either of them because they're very scary, big hitters. We've already seen Hamid smash a 6 over cow corner. And they have not taken the optional power play just yet. It's going to be Mohammad Irfan, the bowling all-rounder, coming into the attack. He does swing the ball, but he's a bit erratic, a bit inconsistent. Tries to bowl too fast at times. Down the leg side, and great work there by Sanaul Haq, the wicketkeeper. Saved a certain boundary.
Yeah, straight away apologies there. Just surprised not to see Wasim Akram today playing for Emirates Reds.
Oh yes, he's the big left armour that's missing. Just like a very famous name. And he can swing the ball at high pace as well. Just like the legend. So Hamid Khan back on strike, looking for a big performance. He's had a quiet Emirates D10 so far. Oh, slower full toss, drag towards wideish long on. Will be cleaned up and they will take 2 runs. Good intent between the wickets.
Yeah, they just don't belt the ball hard, but runs hard between the wicket as well. Well, when you don't find boundaries, taking ones into twos comes very, very useful.
And you can see the entire Fujairah dugout cheering hard for Hamid. They know he's feeling a bit of pressure. A lot of low scores in the D10. Bowled him! The perfect in-swinger from Mohammad Irfan rocks back the leg stump, and yet another failure for Hamid Khan.
Well, that furniture says a story that has been disturbed. That in-swinger was not read by Hamid Khan, clearing the front leg a little early, allowing that ball to nip in. Look at that seam position, lovely release and the amount of the swing, unplayable delivery, and he says, thank you very much, you can leave. 29 on board for 2. Hamid Khan scoring 12 of 5.
So it's Nasir Faraz coming in at number 4. He's had a quiet tournament so far, only 40 runs, but he has been batting in that middle order role. Number 4, number 5 don't get a lot of opportunities. But tonight he certainly has a big one coming in just the 3rd over. Mohammad Irfan with a deadly in-swinger to clean up Hamid Khan. And right on the money, first ball, beautifully bowled. They will take a single. So that will just allow Nasir Faraz to breathe a sigh of relief. It's always a good feeling to get off 0. And take a look at this previous delivery. Oh, that's a killer in-swinger from Mohammad Irfan.
How would you play that one if you're trying to play across the line? That's definitely going to crush into the stumps. Nicely glided towards the 3rd. There will be only a single for Rais Ahmed. Now they might take a little time to rebuild.
.31 for 2. Oh, that one kept a touch low there. Hint of variable bounce on the surface. So it's been a strong start for the Reds. Early wickets, putting the undefeated Fujairah under the pump, so to speak. Nasir Faraz new to the crease. Rais Ahmed. And good to see, just having a quiet chat with his partner, telling him, try to get in line with the ball. There is variable bounce here.
And also a swing there from Irfan. Big booming in swing. He bowls really well.
Oh, this time just going through once again. That hint of variable bounce, but it's an excellent over from Mohammad Irfan. 6 runs and a wicket in it. 31 for 2 after 3.
Maiko is where you can watch all these live actions in UAE. Watch it, earn it, own it.
So it's going to be the leg spinner, Amar Badami, coming on to bowl early in the piece. Still haven't taken the floating power play just yet. 2 wickets in the tournament for Amar, but he's bowled a couple of good spells. Economy of 9.5 as a wrist spinner in this format is not too bad at all. Spread field down the ground. And good length as well, bowling as full as possible. You don't want to bowl in the slot, but if you can just land it in the block hold, Abid, it's not too bad.
Yeah, not shy away from flighting the ball in the air, no matter what format is playing. It's very impressive bowling from Badami.
Yeah, young upcoming youngster has a bright future ahead of him. Has good control on his leg break. Has that googly as well. Big shot on the leg side with just the toe end of the bat. So the Reds are building up some pressure here. Drawing up the boundaries, frustrating the two batters at the crease.
Yeah, and I also think that it's not only his bowling is useful, but he's a very useful batter as well. Very good athlete, good fielder as well, Amar Badami.
Yeah, they've got two quality youngsters in the side in Amar and Ahan Fernandez. Round the wicket now. And look at that turn. That one pitched outside leg and went well past the fourth or fifth stump line. So he's certainly getting a decent response from the surface.
Yeah, coming up. Round the wicket would be a good option here. That ball will turn away from the right-hander. Just like that. A little bit too much this time. Well gathered by the keeper.
Really gave it a rip there, didn't he? So interesting. It is a difficult angle to bowl, especially with these two power hitters, very good players of spin, Reis and Nasir Faraz. But look at that one. Great take by the wicketkeeper, Sanaul Haq. Over the wicket now. So perhaps just overdoing it here.
Well, it will take a little time for Amar Badami, I think, to understand how this deck plays. But what I think is always leggy should be bowling around the pads and then looking for the turn.
Yeah, just needs to bowl a bit straighter here. That's better. Carved away and a bit of a misfield at point, but it'll only cost them a single. Not too bad. Has that offside ring set very fine. Trying to cut away that glide or late cut towards the point third man region.
Farhan Babar gets a game today. Good to see him in the outfield.
36 for 2. Big shot by Nasir Faraz. He hasn't connected and will be taken at long off. So once again, Fujairah being put under the pump. Beautiful bowling by Amar Badami. Flighted leggy. He took the bait and a simple catch at long off.
Well, he's brave enough to fly it in the air, and Nasir Faraz losing it. Look at that perfect delivery that has turned away. Nasir not in control. Up in the air. Difficult catch to take under lights. And celebration is on from Amar Badami. Well, it's much needed wicket. Solid batsman Nasir Faraz departs without contributing much. Only 2 of 5. It's 36 for 3 Fujairah.
New batter in is Shehbaz Ali. Steps out of his crease. Goodness me. He would have been stumped there. Has he turned back in time? Well, they're celebrating, but we need to check with the third umpire. This could be touch and go.
Well, I think everybody is celebrating there. Even the batter thinks that he's home. He's He's just made it back, but if that wicket goes down, Fujairah would be almost down and out. They'll be in a big trouble. To bail them out, their top order already has perished. They really little expect from Shehbaz and Reis, and Shehbaz immediately under trouble.
Well, that would be absolute disaster for Team Fujairah. But they're getting back to their fielding position, so I think they've realized they haven't quite got a wicket there. Shehbaz Ali is heading back to the dugout. And has the decision been given? Waiting for confirmation. But the body language does suggest that he's gone.
Well, it's a wicket. I think it's a wicket, yes. Shehbaz has already left the crease, left the ground. Stumped out. Shehbaz, wait, hold on a second. We might need, I don't know what's going on, but all I can say is we need to check this replay and then get a confirmation whether it was stumped or not. That's a fair delivery. We move on to the next phase where we talk about business. Stepping out, big stripe out, missing the line, and Sana, but it took little time to take that bail off. But I think it's really close. The bat is in the air. What are your takes, Sazy?
Yeah, that looks out to me. That bat is not grounded by any means. Good wicket keeping there by Sanaul Haq. Just waiting for the final word from the umpire, but looks like he is done for tonight. Shehbaz Ali, wild shot attempted there, just jumping out of his crease. First ball, not checking. It went beyond the pitch. Sanaul Haq did well to reach it. And just getting the confirmation from the third umpire. He looks in trouble to me. So yes, the wicket has been confirmed. And what a brilliant over there from Amar Badami. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Fujairah in a spot of bother, 36 for 4. So it's going to be left arm spin being introduced here. Mohammad Asif already has a player of the match performance to his name. Picked up 4 wickets. And Umair Ali Khan, the captain of Fujairah, is out there in the middle. And his side are under pressure. They might be on the verge of losing their undefeated record this evening, Abid.
Well, I see nothing, but there is a big performance due from the captain. And now it's the time for the captain to perform and bail out your team out of trouble. You need to get the team out of under pressure. 4 wickets are down with just 36 runs on board and a 5th over in process. Well, what I see over here is Fujairah are being pushed to the wall.
Oh, absolutely. And there you go. It was that 4-wicket haul. They haven't used him in every game. Just pick and choose their moments. Oh, that struck on the pad. Big appeal. And it's just sliding down the leg side, I reckon. They pulled out of the appeal quite quickly. Perhaps some bat involved as well.
Yeah, probably some inside edge as well. And also, that was going down the leg side. No bat involved, but I think missing leg. Spot on Mujahid Raza, I think. Is a good call.
Very close. Very close indeed. Great arm ball. Steps away and you can see the frustration is building. The pressure is building. Trying to loft it over extra cover and completely missed.
Well, that's a rare side where you see Reis Ahmed faced 14 deliveries and scores 11. Usually by then, he scores 50, but no, not the case. Bullseye, the furniture is being disturbed. Goner is Reis Ahmed. What a big moment in the game. He can't believe it.
Well, he's shocked and bewildered, but he's been cleaned up by an absolute beauty from Mohammad Asif. Teased him. First the arm ball, then the one outside off, and then one right on the money. Gripping and straightening, and he's been knocked over. Half the Fujairah side back in the dugout. Take a look at this absolute peach of a delivery, rocking into off and middle. It's perhaps hit Sanaul Haq Bhatti as well, the bail on the lip. But that's 5 wickets down. Collapse for Fujairah. Well, what is happening here tonight at the ICC Academy in Dubai Sports City? We could be on for a mega upset. The undefeated Fujairah side taking on the brand new team of the Emirates D10, Emirates Reds. And Fujairah has been reduced to 36 for 5, if you can believe it. Hafiz Almas, the new batter at the crease. And take a look at this delivery. Brilliant stuff from Asif. And yeah, it was that bail that just bounced up and hit him. This time squeezed away to cover point. And Hafiz Almas will be sent back. Dot ball.
I don't take that. I don't buy that, Ahmed Khwaja. No matter what, the spinner is bowling, you have to put the helmet on. You're a wicket keeper there. We have seen. Oh, that's a big shout. Maiden wicket. This one is a great over from Asif. Indeed, that's been absolutely great over from Asif. Wicket maiden clearly putting Fujairah on back for 36 for 5.
Well, take a look at that batting scorecard. Blink twice or 3 times, it will still remain the same. Hamid Khan getting off to a start. Rais Ahmed also, but dismissed by an absolute beauty. 36 for 5.
They're taking a lot to get off the mark. Umair goes straight. Umair goes high. And he gets 6. He breaks the shackle. He knows how much this 6 means for the team Fujairah.
Well, that was a slot ball from Amar Badami. And deserved to be smashed into the side screen. Just floated it up. And sent back. Returned to sender. Over the bowler. Over the umpire. Half a dozen to get off the mark. It's a short ball outside edge. There's nobody at short third. Was that a catch? I think it perhaps may have hit the keeper's glove as well.
Yeah, I think that was a drop clearly from Sana Bhatti. Still he's keeping there without having the helmet on, and that was certainly aged, and he's put it down.
Yeah, difficult, those hard edges. But Amar Badami in the middle of a wonderful spell. 2 for 12. Kept a touch low there, trying to hit the ball hard. Bit of a muted appeal. But the spinners of Emirates Reds have done serious damage already.
I think there should be a match referee making a note about Sana Bhatti not wearing the helmet.
Yeah, I think he should
bowling.
Go for caution. This time, trying to power that ball through the offside. Just the bottom edge towards mid-wicket for a single. And you can see Sana ul Haq's lower lip has already swelled up big time. But he's still content without wearing a lid.
Safety first, my friend. That's how it should be. It's a good comeback by Badami after getting hit for a maximum on a very first delivery. He's bowled really well.
Oh, he certainly has. Round the wicket to Umair now. Beautifully bowled. Great flight, great drift. And not a bad option when you're 5 down to just leave a teasing delivery. Rais Ahmed, he's still thinking about his dismissal. Final delivery of the 6th. Flighted and hit towards the bowler. Whoa, he's taken a blow to his foot there, but he seems to be all right. So 6 overs gone by. Fujairah under the pump. 45 for 5. So Mohammad Asif will continue, and why not after bowling a wicket maiden? Fantastically poised is this game. Extra bounce squeezed away to cover point, but it's going to be a dot ball. And the good thing about Asif is he bowls is over very quickly. He doesn't allow the batter to settle.
And is yet to concede run here. It's the wickets column which is one up.
Oh, this time outside edge and taken. Yes, it is. The dreaded digit goes up. Mohammad Asif bowling a dream spell. And Fujairah, well, they're right against the wall now. 45 for 6.
Unbelievable scenes here. Emirates Reds taking on the top of the table Fujairah. They are really ruling the roost here. Taking the Asian, walking out is the captain of Fujairah, Umar Ali Khan. Only 8 runs to his name, and it is lovely delivery, beautifully bowled, pitched high, get a little bit of an extra bounce, gets that faint edge, keeper does the rest. It's 2 wickets for Asif, and he's yet to concede a run. Umar Ali Khan scoring only 8. It's 45 for 6 Fujairah.
So it's the wicketkeeper batter, Zishan Abid. Well, he did hit the winning runs in the previous game, but this is a different ball game altogether. Good looking punch. And finally, Mohammad Asif has conceded a run off his bowling. Bit of a misfield, but they'll keep it to 1. 2 for 1 in just 1.3 overs. What a spell.
That shows how much it is important, the left armers in the game. I think Fujairah was missing the ploy here. Oh, nicely bowled that one. Brought that bat in front. Hafiz Almas. And now 6 wickets down. Still they've got Almas and Zishan batting together. And Mohammad Farazuddin yet to come. There is a big batting lineup of Fujairah.
Well, all of a sudden, this pitch has become a minefield. The spinners are ripping it. Getting that extra bounce. Making it tough for the batters. Slower delivery. Back of a length and pumped over cow corner. He lost his length. And he's been smashed for 6.
He belts that one on the onside, found 1 half tracker, only 1 loosener from Asif so far, and that is being punished. That's gone into this sideboard. Good hitting this is from Hafiz Almas. They kept on hitting this and brings 50 up for Fujairah. Hard earned 50 this one is.
Punched out to the covers. So Mohammad Asif will conclude with a spell of 2 for 8. Fabulous bowling by the left arm spinner. Fujairah finally picking up some momentum here. 53 for 6 with 3 overs to come. Well, there is our official food partner, the Radiant Star Restaurant Management Group. We've been very thankful to them for their goodies and yummies they've provided us throughout the tournament. Abid Ibrahim has most certainly enjoyed them.
Yeah, the biryani today was the best.
Well, that is one satisfied customer. Meanwhile, it's going to be Clint Birkinshaw coming on to bowl because the floating power play has been taken by Fujairah. A good move here, looking to be positive, looking to counter-attack.
I think it's the right time for Fujairah. Maybe they went there after this. They hardly have any batter. Mohammad Farazuddin next one, yes. Another all-rounder there, but I think he's been demoted a lot down the order. Oh, he bowls full toss, easy picking on the onside. Hafiz Almas gets 4 runs. A great start of floating power play.
Yeah, that's a poor delivery from Clint Birkinshaw. Full and on the pads. Just had to flick it around the corner, beat the fine leg. That's a boundary ball if there ever was one. So Hafiz Almas, he's hit a 6. Now got a boundary to his name, 12 of 8. And let's see if he can keep going with the heavy hitting here. They desperately need runs. Oh, big swing off the back foot. Just holding its line there. Beautifully bowled by Clint Birkinshaw. Good comeback.
There's a lot of support as well for Clint Birkinshaw. Yeah, you can see that as lads standing out, chirping and shouting and screaming for their partner, friend.
Yeah, those are his club teammates. They play for a club called the Dubai Wanderers. So making a lot of noise. This time, outer half of the bat squeezed out to deep point. Uzair Haidarman attacks the ball beautifully and keeps it to 1. Good fielding.
I think they need a lot of support here. Meanwhile, there's quite silent dugout of Fujairah. Umair Ali Khan not singing, not dancing.
Yeah, he's not in the mood right now, looking very concerned. Projected score of 78 will most certainly be not enough. It's been a good set of overs from Clint Birkinshaw so far. Only conceded 5 runs. Just looking to bowl out his spell quietly. Perhaps pick up the wicket of Hafiz Almas. That could certainly be a huge boost. 2.5 overs remaining. Attempted Yorker, beautifully bowled inside edge onto the pad. And that's going to be another priceless dot ball for Emirates Reds.
This has been a good over. 5 runs given of 4 deliveries. Mind you, this is floating power play. It's been absolutely perfect. That's where you can watch us live, and also you can gather those short clips and so much entertainment for that sports eye. Our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok page. Follow us there.
The big shot by Zishan Abid launched over long on onto the ICC Academy glass panel. That is one of the biggest sixes of the tournament.
Well, that has went all the way to hit that glass, and that may have thundered around. Big shot. The only error Clint Birkinshaw made was bowled it in the slot. That was in the arc of the batsman. Zishan Abid loved that one. Look at that. In the arc, out of the park.
Slower delivery and he goes for it again. It's a repeat dose, an action replay. Back-to-back sixes to conclude the floating power play. And Fujairah, well, now they've really gotten on the move now. 2 overs to go. 70 for 6. Zishan Abid is playing a wonderful cameo. So just the final two deliveries from Clint. Spoiling his spell. Mohammad Irfan already bowled an absolute beauty to dismiss Hamid Khan. He has been entrusted to bowl the penultimate over of the game. It's still a very below par score, but Fujairah would like to get close to that triple figure mark. They'll really need to go hard here though, if they are to get 30 runs in the next 2 overs.
Okay, guys.
Well, we wouldn't. It was hard to believe, and there were 36 for 5, perhaps 36, and recovery from there. The last wicket. This partnership is worth 25 now. Before this, we found Fujairah struggling, and now it's Hafiz Almas and Zishan Abid trying their best.
Hammered down the ground. That's gone like a bullet to the long off fence for 4. Hafiz Almas is playing a blinder of an innings.
Belts that one hard, gets straight, put it greatly onto the safest place downtown. Good shot, cracker of a shot. Look at that. I think bowler was smart there, not to try to put your hand in front.
So they've started the penultimate over with a boundary. Big shot on the leg side. Catch it is the call, and deep square leg grabs on. So Mohammad Irfan, whenever he gets hit for a boundary, he bounces back with a wicket.
That's a perfect reply from the fast bowler. Uzair takes that catch quite nice and easy in the deep. Slow one, took the pace off. That's what the smartness is shown on this delivery, and picks up big wicket. Hafiz Almas was looking dangerous. Now he's walking out. Scored is 17 of 12. It's 74 for 7 for Fujairah.
So 2 wickets on the night from Mohammad Irfan. He's provided some quality with the ball and a hard-hitting batter as well. The new batter in for Fujairah is Mohammad Farazuddin. He had a wonderful D50 tournament. Has been denied some opportunities so far for Fujairah. Slow delivery right on the money, and he just pushes it out to the covers for a single. So let's see if he can provide some quick runs here. Not a lot of time remaining in the innings. Only 9 legal deliveries. Hafiz Almas was looking to strike the ball hard there, but wonderfully outwitted by Mohammad Irfan there with that slower ball, dragging it towards square leg, and a safe catch taken in the outfield. The catching from Emirates Reza has been spot on tonight. Pacey delivery coming into Zishan Abid, and they'll scurry for a single.
I think change of pace has been a key here. Look, have a look at that last wicket of Hafiz Almas. Took the pace off, back of the hand delivery. The arm remains with the same speed, and then dropping in front where Hafiz Almas has been perished. Good delivery there from Irfan.
I'm sure he'll take that confidence into his batting as well. Mohammad Irfan. Oh, stepping across the stumps, striking the pad, but I think he was outside the line there. Great slow delivery once again.
A change of pace. He was trying to play that ram shot, scoop. Not an easy one against that slow one deliveries. Farazuddin did not had a lot of, not really getting a lot of games in this tournament so far. He's gone down at number 9.
Attempted Yorker, big appeal, but I think he got an inside edge as well as slipping down the leg side. But that's a fabulous over from Mohammad Irfan. A fabulous spell. 2 for 12 on the night. 9 overs gone by. Fujairah in a spot of bother. 76 for 7. So it's going to be Uzair Haider Maan, entrusted with only 6 balls. Decent medium fast. Let's see if he can restrict them, keep them to about 85 or anything less than 90. Whatever it is a chaseable score tonight for the Reds. Just don't get smashed. Excellent bouncer to start with. Frustration for Zishan Abid, but beautifully bowled by Uzair Haider Maan.
Yeah, he's tried to play that pull shot. Again here, smart bowling from Uzair, starting with the slower one. These slower ones are really very, very lethal weapon here. The coach is making a note here.
Yeah, they've done such a wonderful job so far, the Reds. Pace on this time. Excellent fielding of his own bowling. They'll take a single, but 1s and 2s will not do any harm to Emirates Reds at this stage.
I think they'll be happy even if they end up this over by taking only singles. Just prevent the boundaries. That was hit hard.
Yeah, I had to do some life preservation there. Uzair got in the way of that one. We've already seen some dangerous deliveries bowled in this D10. 77 for 7. Big shot by Farazuddin. Over long off. It's going all the way for 6. What a hit!
Well, with that height, you don't think this man can smash really hard, but he's smacked that one. Well, that noise from the willow Faraz says the story. That was into the middle of the bat. Look at that lofted shot. He knew at the mid of his up. You have to take the risk.
Well, that's a statement hit from Farazuddin. Get me up the order. Why am I batting at number 8, number 9? I can hit those big 6s as well. Fantastic blow. Uzair under pressure now. He's read it and smacked it towards cow corner, but only a single. Mohammad Shahdad cleans it up nicely.
Well, I like the connection Farazuddin is making. He's really hitting those and making those connections beautiful.
Oh, absolutely.
I just wonder that why is he batting at number 9?
Oh, absolutely. He needs to be at least at number 5 or number 6. Certainly is a capable bat. And in prime form as well. Had a wonderful D50 tournament last month. So he's riding high on the wave of confidence. Mid-off, the long off has been brought into the circle. They've pushed the third man back for Zishan Abid. Attempted Yorker, beautifully bowled and drilled straight. Work for the long on to do. Oh, yeah, he does well. Excellent work there by Clint Birkinshaw. He saved plenty of runs in that long on region.
And they take a quick 2 there. Good, nice running between wicket keeper Zishan Abid and Farazuddin.
Well, we saw a below par score chased only in the final over in that previous game between the Blues and Team Dubai. Could we have another last over thriller here to close out the evening at the Emirates D10 2023? Dot ball to conclude. They're running for the bye. He's missed there. So Fujairah will conclude on only 87 runs in their allotted 10 overs. A wonderful bowling performance by the Emirates Reds.
Well, I think the bowlers have delivered what it was required from them. It's now up to the batters of Emirates Red to chase this down and make the statement in the tournament by defeating the undefeated team so far of the tournament. Fujairah haven't really tested the defeat, and you can see the frustration from Zishan Abid shows it all. They think that they are probably 10 to 15 runs at least short, if not more.
Oh, absolutely. It's certainly a below par score, but they have a lot of quality in their bowling lineup, Fujairah, and they'll need to show it tonight, especially the likes of Rohit Khan, Umair Ali Khan, the skipper himself, Hafiz Almas. All resources will need to be fighting at 100% to defend this score of 87. So let's take a look at the batting analysis then. Plenty of starts, but nobody really kicking on. Hamid Khan, 12 of 5. Rais Ahmed, 11 of 15, really struggled. Then that middle order got blown away in a flurry of wickets. But then Hafiz Almas and Zishan Abid adding some form of respectability to the score.
Well, impressive bowling this has been from Emirates Red. It's Clint Birkinshaw with 2 overs picking up wicket with economy of 12. And Mohammad Irfan, what a bowler he's been. 6 given economy is 6 runs and picked up 2 wickets. Amar Badami claims 2 wicket as well with 7 runs economy. And Muhammad Asif, he's turned the event around. He's really bowled well with those left arm tweaks. 2 overs, 1 maiden, 8 runs and 2 wickets. What a fabulous performance this has been from Muhammad Asif.
Oh, absolutely. That wicket maiden he bowled was truly, truly brilliant stuff. So let's take a look at the highlights of the first innings then. It was a strong start thanks to Salman Khan. He looked in prime form, but then a miscalculated shot holding out to mid-on. Clint Birkinshaw striking early. Hamid Khan looked in dangerous touch, belting that 6 over cow corner. But Mohammad Irfan came into the attack and produced a beauty to dismiss him. And then Amar Badami, flighted leggy, getting Nasif Faraz holding out to long off. And then Shahbaz Ali, well, just a loss of concentration, ran down the pitch and got stumped. Beautiful bowling by Mohammad Asif. That was a beauty to remove Rais Ahmed. And then a brilliant catch by the wicketkeeper to get the wicket of Umair Ali Khan. Hafiz Almas took some calculated risks and they came off. That was a poor delivery down the leg side, flipped away for 4. And Zishan Abid, he was looking in great touch, smashing 2 back-to-back sixes of Clint Birkinshaw in the floating power play. But then Mohammad Irfan came in and provided a lot of control. Got hit for 4 and then produced the important wicket of Hafiz Almas, caught at square leg. And Uzair Haidarman bowling the final over did get hit for a 6, but only conceded 11 runs. So 88 runs is the target for Emirates Reds to seal a famous victory over the undefeated Fujairah side. Can they do it? We'll find out after the break in the run chase. Don't go anywhere.
लेफ्ट ही होगा।
A very good evening, and we are back here live at the ICC Academy for this run chase. To begin here, Fujairah did a fantastic job in making sure that they got to that 87 runs after that shaky start that was being brought in. And that innings that came to an end in the form of Hafiz Almas scoring 17 and Zishan Abid scoring 17 as well of 9 deliveries. And in response, it was Mohammad Asif who made sure that he shook their spine. 2 wickets to his name. Also Mohammad Irfan picking up 2 wickets and Ammar Badami. My name is Asim, and joining me in the commentary box to take you through this run chase will be Mudassir Ali. Welcome back, Mudassir.
Thank you, Asim. And what a day we have seen throughout the day. Some ups and downs. But red giving some tough time to green. Fujairah, thanks to Zishan Abid and Hafiz Almas cameo, helping them to post 87. But I don't think so that 87 would be enough on this surface, because they have a very good batting lineup if you talk about Emirates Red.
Well, Mudassir, Fujairah is such a side. We've known them, these players that play for Fujairah, is a bunch of players that can make this 87 look like 107 with the exceptional bowling up front with the new ball. All we have to do is, can it come here tonight, where they were tested to have a bat first. This is the first time they were batting first, and in my opinion, I think the top order failed. But the way they bounced back with the contributions coming in from Hafiz Almas and Zishan is something that really helped them put 87 on board. Meanwhile, we have the 2 openers out there in the center. It's Ahan Fernandez, the left-handed, stylish batter, a strike rate of 132. That would be enough for today's game. But all he needs to do is just apply himself, and to give him able company will be Uzair. And starting the proceedings for Team Fujairah will be Rohit Khan. He's picked up 13 wickets already in 6 matches. Average of 5 and an economy of 6.3.
He has been exceptional throughout the tournament, Rohit Khan. And talking about, say, Emirates Red, they need to play fearless cricket tonight in order to beat Fujairah. Good combination. The top of the order, left hand, right hand combination, Ahan Fernandez and Uzair.
So here we go. Umpire calls play. And he'll have to play again. That's wide down the leg side, and off the mark are the Reds.
Easy run starts with the waiver delivery, Rohit, and off the mark, Emirates Red with that extra wide to start the over. Rohit Khan. It will be interesting to see how they bowl under pressure, Rohit Khan and Shahbaz Ali. Yes, they were among the wickets, but this is completely different situation.
A late movement coming through. Excellent delivery from Rohit. What's good about that delivery was that it had seam movement on offer. Definitely a lot of positives out there for Fujairah with the way they ended the innings. But look at that. Pitching and moving away. That's a sign that a fast bowler requires from the wicket. It needs to talk, and he needs to talk consistently by picking wickets.
Good looking shot and extraordinary fielding in the deep by Hafiz Almas. Off the mark, Ahan Fernandez with couple of runs.
Well, they would definitely want to recheck that one. It was close, and we have the technology in place. Excellent work by our production team. And that has been signaled as runs. 3 for no loss. Oh, what a delivery. That's a Jaffa by Rohit Khan. Wow, you watch it 10 times, you would definitely want to watch it the 11th time. It's a typical left-arm fast bowler's delivery pitching, moving away from the left-hander. Oh, well, it reminded you of Mitchell Stark.
Brilliant stuff from the left-hand fast bowler. Pitch in line, just slight movement. And no clue for Ahan Fernandez. Strikes at the right time. Rohit Khan in trouble. Emirates Red losing Ahan Fernandez cheaply. So early breakthrough has been provided by Rohit Khan. Ahan Fernandez departs after making just a couple of runs. It's 3 on board for the loss of 1 Emirates Red.
New batter in is Mohammad Irfan, the left-handed batter once again. Oh, what a shot. Take a bow, Irfan. Wow. That was pitched up, testing the batter. And he said, well, it's in my range. I'm going to go after it.
This shows his class, not afraid to play those free shots against Rohit in the slot. And there you go. Over the mid-off fielder with ease clears Irfan off the mark with the maximum. That pitch of delivery, the batter facing and playing such kind of shot shows the confidence, the class of this batter.
Certainly. Drifting down, erring in his line. Mudassir, but let's have a look at that wicket again. Was an exceptional delivery from Rohit. And I think that turns out to be, in my opinion, the ball of the tournament. Just look at that. It pitched in, it moved away. It squared Ahan. Ahan couldn't do much about it. I think he would be unlucky to face that one. Wow. Absolutely brilliant.
It's completely a treat to watch those kind of deliveries, and it shows the amount of talent we have in the fast bowling. Rohit Khan continues to be wayward. He's under pressure. A poor delivery. After hitting for that maximum, he has put the bowler straight away under pressure. Wayward line and length. No stopping. It's 5 easy runs for Emirates Red.
Irfan has arrived and he has got 12 runs on 1 ball for the team. 6 on the very first ball, and then immediately pressure applied. That's exactly what Fujairah did not want to do, especially after picking up a wicket. You are roaring high on confidence. You've made an error because of a poor length. Why would you want to bowl that wide?
This is what I was talking about before the start of this innings. They are under pressure, the bowlers. It's a completely different situation. They are defending a target here.
That's a lot better. That's a comeback of a champion bowler. You need to make sure that you're getting your line in place because you're not defending a very big target. But you just can't expect to get so easy about leaking runs. 15 for 1 after first 5 balls. 7 extras. Total of 7 extras already. A big swing and a miss there. Finally the over coming to an end. End of the first over. Reds are 15 for 1. Uzair will be on strike. 15 for 1 after the end of the first over. And will be Shehbaz Ali coming in from the school end. He's getting that jump from the wicket. Shehbaz just Uzair just trying to nudge it down towards the third to get off the mark. He'll have to face another one.
They've got that start, red team, getting 15 runs, though they have lost Ahan Fernandez cheaply. The good news for them is Irfan started off brilliantly here, hitting that maximum. Uzair on strike. It's a Shehbaz feeling the heat here, trying to defend that modest total.
Going wayward down the leg side. That'll be first runs conceded by Shehbaz. Well, that is the part that they'll have to be really focused on here, the men in green. Make sure that they are not leaking away and gifting runs to the opposition. Keep them under the pump. Keep them under pressure by picking up regular wickets. And if you're not leaking runs, there will be absolutely pressure created in the minds of the Emirates red batters.
That extra pressure to get that wicket. And there you go, on the back foot, finds the boundary. Brilliant looking shot, always in control. Goes on one leg. A brilliant looking shot from Uzair off the mark with the boundary.
That's a boundary number 297. Brought to you by Dafa News. If you look at it on the back foot, wow, standing tall and playing it front of square. That speaks about how confident this lad is, picking the length pretty early and knowing what sort of bounce is coming through from the wicket. And that's the advantage that you get when you bowl first. You pretty much understand how the wicket is behaving. And that becomes a relatively lot easier for you to execute your plans. Meanwhile, a slightly change in the field there. Slowish goes to that man, which was altered. That position was altered a bit. Fielder moving a bit squarer towards the mid-wicket region. A single taken.
And good to see a new team like Emirates Red performing really well against a mighty Fujairah, and they have really performed well against Sharjah as well. A good unit, backing each other, led by Sanaul Haq.
Well, that's exactly what Sana said during the toss, that we have beaten Sharjah, and that has given us the confidence. We know what we want to do. We're going to come out and execute our plans against the Fujairah. Never mind, they're sitting right on top, but they have not faced us. That's a level of confidence you need to have when you're playing against a decent side. Meanwhile, a hoik down towards mid-wicket. We'll just fetch them a single.
The process, what they're doing, they're taking the advantage of power play and getting those runs. Not afraid to play those big shots, both the batters. The concern for Fujairah, as rightly pointed out by Asim earlier, is the extras. They have conceded 8 extras in 10 deliveries. 5 wides have been given away in the previous over by Rohit Khan. Now a wide and a 4 and a couple of singles in this over. They need to get a couple of wickets here, Fujairah.
Off the back foot, played it with soft hands, a single coming through. 23 for 1, 1 ball to go in the second over. The question, that was Clint, who was absolutely brilliant with the ball, and he can be a fantastic contributor with the bat as well.
Very good all-rounder and a couple of player of the match awards in his kitty. The way he performed the last night, getting a couple of wickets and a quick 28 to his name. Very hard hitter. Taking some time, Shehbaz, to adjust his field. This is good cricket by Emirates Red. Asim, after making sure they don't making sure that they don't allow Fujairah to go past 90, keeping them below 90, and a good, excellent start provided by these two batters.
Takes a step forward, excellent effort in the field. There was Hafiz Almaz Ayub. They'll have to put these extra efforts in order to make sure that this target goes what they were actually looking out for, saving runs in the field. Meanwhile, 2 overs gone, 24 for 1. Well, these are our broadcast and streaming partners. Fan Code, ARY Zap and A Sports in Pakistan. CricTracker on YouTube and rest of the world. And we have Sportseye that is covering up on Facebook for rest of the world. It's an ITW Prodigy Smart Life production and TPT 360. And time for the floating power play, Mudassir. As we say, floating power play is something that has worked wonders for the bowling side. And they have gone with the man who has done damage in the floating power play, Rohit. Taking a step forward, trying to go big. Irfan, on that occasion, that'll be a dot ball.
They wanted to take that advantage. They have got that good start, and talking about the most wickets, Rohit Khan leading the chart with 14 wickets, and look at that economy, 7.36.
Well, certainly that economy is something that is very impressive in this 10 over format. Average of 5.79, that is magnificent. Oh, right in the block hole, just dealing with that one with soft hands, making sure he doesn't take additional risk. That's the skipper of the Reds. Doesn't look as if he's very tensed about the game. Very calm head. Well, skipper keeping wickets, and then you have to add with the runs as well. Extra workload coming in for Sanaul Haq.
So not an easy job, but he did pretty well. A wicket keeper as well as a captain leading this new unit and making sure they perform really well.
Adjusted on that delivery, just a single taken. Playing with a lot of determination out there, these two lads, Irfan and Uzair. They've got those boundaries, and Irfan has got his 6 as well, but he's just not trying to get overexcited with things. Yes, it's a 10 over format, but you don't have to, switch away from your plans. You need to make sure that you're sticking to your plans.
Absolutely, and they are keeping an eye on the required run rate with just 8.3, and the likes of Sanaul Haq, Clint and Umar Dogga yet to follow in this lineup. They do have Asif, the left-arm orthodox. Brilliant inside out, no stopping, once again looking good, goes down on one knee and finds the boundary over extra cover.
Well, certainly this is working out. The plan is working out against Rohit. And Irfan taking the charge himself. He's someone who can spend time in the wicket. He can be a bit moderate, a bit soft in terms of his approach, but when it's about talking business, when it's about talking runs, he can start scoring at a brisk pace. Well, the way he was batting in the helmet felt like Tamim Iqbal out there.
Here we go, we have Asim in the house. We've already got Jason Holder, now Tamim Iqbal. Sensible piece of batting. You have got that boundary, and it's time to rotate the strike. Played with the soft hands. A single has been taken. They are in control now. That required run rate coming down to 7.6. Irfan moves to 15 and Uzair on 7. What are the options Umair has in the bowling? He himself can bowl those couple of overs. They have Hafiz Almas. And
Haider Ali is going to be a very important option for the men in green. It depends on how Umair actually uses Haider. He has held himself back, and he has held Haider back now for a plan. And I think that plan is being disturbed because of Irfan's aggressiveness. And then if you require a spinner, even Race can bowl a few drifters. That can be handy. Meanwhile, let's see what the plan is next for Fujairah. End of the floating power play. It's 3 overs, 32 for 1. We have Umair Ali Khan. Well, the wickets column doesn't justify his class. He's not been amongst the wickets. He's just got 4 of them, but his economy is pretty good, 8.44. And that is exactly what it would be required out of him. Oh, what a delivery. Well, to remind all the viewers, Umair Ali Khan is a medium pace bowler and not a leg spinner.
Let me send this clip to Umair. Look at that leg cutter. Completely surprised here, Uzair. I think he's facing Umair Ali Khan for the first time here.
That's exactly why Umair becomes very difficult. Just working around with the space and hitting the right channel. Meanwhile, keeper putting in that chase. It's hit at the longer part of the ground, so the fielder that was coming in from the deep mid-wicket region or the square leg would have had to cover a lot of ground. And as a result, Zishan Abid deciding to chase that. But could not stop 2 runs on that occasion. So Uzair will be back on strike. Have to be very smart against when the experienced campaigner like Umair Ali Khan is operating. Tries to go big. Chance taken. Umair strikes. And he will celebrate the wicket in the way he knows. Runs towards the dugout. The question remains, will he dance? I don't think so. You're feeling the pressure of this run defense.
It was in the slot, but yet again, back of the hand delivery, finds the fielder, Shahbaz Ali, no mistake. And while they're defending the target, I think he forgot his moves.
Well, I think it's because of the pressure of the runs that are being scored. That is a typical sportsperson's reaction. Meanwhile, Uzair is making his way back. 10 of 9 for him. 1 boundary coming through in that innings of Uzair. 34 for 2 after 3.3. .34 for 2 after 3.3. After losing the wicket of Uzair Haider, it is going to be Shahdad who will be coming in at number 4. He has 81 runs in 5 games with an average of 27 and strike rate pretty healthy. That would do the work. Very confident looking shot, playing wide of that long off fielder, settling for a single. Mudassir, what's going to be very important here for the Reds is that how they play out the overs of Umair and Haider. They've both been exceptional in terms of the economy that they bowl with, and I'm sure they're going to be operating in tandem, in partnership.
I think the plan should be, especially for Irfan, he should play his shots. He's a very free-flowing batter. He knows how to get those boundaries. Very stylish left-handed batter. Nothing to panic. Just 54 needed of 39 balls. Most gettable when you have 8 wickets in hand.
most certainly. Here comes Umair again. Slightly back of length delivery, playing it towards backward point. Well, Faraz, the fielder on that occasion, and Umair is just not happy. Look at that. He is aggravated with that effort from Faraz. Faraz is lightning quick, but just could not be quick enough to stop 2 runs there.
And look at our cameraman. He's following Faraz. He knows he got something from the captain. Not missing on that. Great job.
Well, certainly. Full marks. They hear our commentary, it seems. 37 for 2 after 3.5. They would definitely be needing this wicket. (16 of 10 for Irfan. Back of length. That was a quicker one. Keeper going behind. It was anticipated that he would come up with a quicker delivery. 4 overs gone. It's 38 for 2. Time for Haider Ali. He has 5 up his sleeves in the Emirates D10 2023 in 6 games. And look at the economy. 7.7. That is exactly what would be expected out of him. Good delivery to start. Very impressive, this lad. Very deserving candidate to be a part of the D series.
The interesting fact is that the batter and the bowler play for the same club. He plays under Haider, the batter Irfan. So he knows his tricks very well.
Well, not sure how many times he would have played against him. That's a poor effort there from, again, his teammate Rais. Look at that. He's not happy. Again, cameraman following the right player. Both of them this time who goofed up. First it was Faraz, then it was Haider. Oh, what a shot. Chance for the fielder meanwhile. And that has been taken. Excellent control on that. And it is Haider Ali who strikes. That would be the end of Irfan. He has the final laugh here, Haider. Getting his teammate out. And all 3 players involved in that dismissal belong to one team in the domestic circuit. Irfan, bowled by Haider, caught by Hafiz Almas. They all, 3 of them, they play for 7 districts. Look at that catch. It was towering. And he made sure that he had measured the boundary rope pretty nicely. And having that control when he took that catch. That would be the end of the danger man Irfan. Not sure if that was required at this stage. But he'll have to walk back. 1 6 and a boundary in that knock. 19 of 14. 40 for 3 here, Reds. It's 40 for 3 here. Farhan Babar is the new batter. So left-handed replacing a left-hander. Farhan usually opens the innings for the teams that you've seen here in the domestic circuit, but he has a different role altogether. Coming in at number 5. So 48 runs required of 33 balls. Mudassir, it's still hanging in the balance. A couple of good overs coming in for Fujairah would definitely put them under the driver's seat. But at this stage, it is evenly poised. Well, Heather is quick. He is quick through the air. He's just not like a typical orthodox left-arm spinner. He's quick. Have a look at that previous one. Trying to go big towards the bigger part of the ground. And a very calm and composed catch there by Hafiz Almas.
Absolutely, he was under pressure and well judged catch taken. The good news for Fujairah is the two new batters out there in the middle. It's the Farhan Babar on strike.
Good delivery there from Heather. Back of length. He's known as master of crisis. Heather has delivered when situation demanded an experienced bowler to come out and bowl some exceptional deliveries, and he's done that so many times, repetitive. And mind you, that game that he defended about 10 odd runs against Usman Khan, and the celebration that came through after that was phenomenal. Again, very disciplined in the line and length. He knows what purchase he's getting off the track and making sure he is giving it to the team. 5 gone. It is 41 for 3. Five overs, 41 for 3. And looks like it's going to be the 5th bowler that will be utilized. That will be Hafiz Almas. Mudassir, I think the wicket that they have got has made Umair Ali Khan hold himself back for the death overs maybe, because they do not have Rohit for the final over. So might as well keep him as an option alongside Shehbaz Ali. And have your 5th bowler you introduce now, where you have Farhan Babar coming in now, and Shahzad, who has just faced one delivery.
And during the break we were discussing, they had a very good option of Haider as well, who can bowl that 9th or 10th over. This over will bowl by Hafiz Almas. Next, if Umair bowls the 7th over, 8th again Hafiz, then you have two good bowlers who can defend the total.
Chance. Oh, what an attempt there from Farazuddin. He loves diving, but just could not hold on to it. Hafiz Almas is not happy with the eventual result. Yes, as a bowler you would not be, but we would definitely want to have a look at that again as to how difficult that catch was. Slightly back of length, cut away. For us, oh, I think that should have been taken. It was not that difficult. Well, that should have been taken. And no wonder he has that reaction on his face.
Farhan Babar has been dropped on 1 by Farazuddin. He's not having a good day in the field. Couple of fumbles, now a drop catch. Pulled up high in the air, fielder settling. This time, no mistake. It's Salman, and Hafiz Almas provides his captain a wicket here.
Well, all it took was just another delivery to get Farhan Babar walking back to the pavilion. Again, bowling it short, this time slightly quicker, and unsettling Farhan Babar, just missing out on his timing, and straight into the hands of Salman Khan. 4th wicket down for Reds, and I think they are inviting trouble for themselves. Farhan Babar walking back, 3 of 5, 43 for 4. 5.2 overs, 43 for 4, and it's time for Umar Dogar. It'll be very interesting how he takes this forward from here, because now the game is hanging in the balance. It's just about one good innings, and the game will be done for the Emirates Reds. Oh, well, what just happened there? He was just jogging for that single, Umar. And at the last moment, he was sent back. Shahzad almost betraying Umar on that occasion.
And look at that running. Looks like the 90s hero of Bollywood.
Well,
Just dancing in the park.
Well, reminds you of the way Lovepreet runs.
He improved his running between the wickets, Asim.
Maybe for you. Meanwhile, that's been pulled away. A single taken. I think they just need to focus on stitching in a partnership right now. .4 overs, 44 for 4. 44 exact required, but in 26 deliveries. And moreover, there are two new batters out there who need to set themselves in. They don't have enough time to play around with. But what an exceptional over here. Again, back of length delivery, just nudged around for a single. We speak about partnerships being building up here for the batters. You have to have coordination as well. And just look at that coordination. He was just jogging. Well, not sure where he was going. Just as we say, walk in the park, he took it literally. Grass is around, the wicket is the patch, and you just walk in the park, trying to make that statement very literal.
Going for that evening walk, Umar Dogar. Luckily, he survives. The final delivery, he needs to find that boundary here, Umar Dogar. Excellent, excellent work by Zishan Abid. Slower delivery, brilliant over. A successful over from Hafiz Almas. Just 4 runs and a wicket to his name. 6 gone, 45 for the loss of 4.
Well, you are tuned into the Emirates D10 2023, powered by FanCode. And FanCode, they've been excellent support for the D series throughout, just giving us the right amount of support in making sure that the world watches the talent out here in the UAE. And the support is exceptional from FanCode. Meanwhile, Mudassir, we've seen how many times a good partnership in batting has pulled the game for the batting side. And at the same time, good partnerships in the bowling pulls the team back into the game. And that is the exact partnership which came through. First from Umair, 6-run over. Then from Haider, a 3-run over. Then from Hafiz Almas, a 3-run over. Umair comes back into the attack. Oh, misfield coming through at the wrong time. Commentators curse striking here for Fujairah, and I think he overran on that occasion. Haider is just not a bad fielder. It's just that he overran on that occasion and slipped.
It was just a single. It was a firm push towards the long off. Not needed that slide from the fielder. Sensible piece of batting. Push towards extra cover. They have got 5 runs in 2 balls.
Well, he just overran on that occasion, in my opinion. He did not judge the ball pretty nicely. But these are those runs that you need to make sure that you stop them. Meanwhile, Umair, who's into his final over, he has 4 balls up his sleeve. 50 up for the Reds. They are 50 for 4. at 6.2. And that exceptional bowling partnership has definitely pulled Fujairah back into the game. That's full. And that's driven down the ground. Will just be a single coming through on that one. So they're just trying to settle in, spend some time out there in the center, Mudassir.
Try to get at least 7 runs on next 3 deliveries. The equation will come down to 10 runs per over. It will be an easy chase. For that, you need to be very calm and composed as a batter. Shadad looking good out there in the middle.
Well, that was wide outside the off stump. Settling for a single towards the long off region. So they're not taking any risk whatsoever against Umair Ali Khan. He's a very, very smart campaigner. Operates pretty nicely. He has those variation up his sleeves. There are those drifters that drift into the right-handers. There are those cutters that pitch and move away. And there are those quicker ones as well.
Looking very focused here. The wicketkeeper came up to the stumps and sent back by Umair. Not happy with that move from Zishan Abid, in fact.
That's skied up in the air. Chance for the fielder. And Faraz finally plucks one from the thin air. Umair is happy. And mind you, if he would have dropped that, well, I think he would have been in trouble. But all is well. That ends well. Faraz picking up that all-important catch. Umar walks back to the pavilion. And Emirates Reds are in trouble now.
Yet again, it was bowled outside the off. It was not a cutter delivery. Playing from away from his body. An excellent catch taken by Farazuddin. I request the cameraman to focus on Farazuddin. He has taken a spectacular catch. It's Umar Dogger who will be walking back to the pavilion, just making 2 of 5 deliveries. They are in trouble now. Half of the side back in the hut. 52 on board.
Sanaul Haq Bhatti is the new batter. 6 innings, 41 runs. Strike rate, pretty healthy. Average is something that needs to be worked upon. Now is the opportunity for the captain to actually stand out and get his team over the line. 6.5 overs, 52 for 5. And mind you, there is still Clint still out there. Off the back foot, plays it on the offside. A single taken. Quick single. 3 overs, 35 required. Reds are 53 for 5 after 7. .53 for 5 after 7. That's Clint Birkinshaw on the screen. And in my opinion, Mudassir, right move would have been to push him little up the order, especially where Umar was sent. Maybe you could have had Clint sent out there. He could have eased the pressure. Now when he would come out, it would have been really difficult for him to pull things off. But you never know how they go about business here. It's Haider Ali who will be operating. He's just gone for 3 runs and picked up 1 wicket in the only over that he's bowled.
A brilliant shot, well executed over the wicket keeper. A scoop shot from the captain Sanaul Haq. We were talking about Clint, but we have Sanaul Haq out there in the middle. A brilliant shot, an improvisation to get the 4 of the very first delivery.
Well, look at that. Just making sure he had eye on the ball right till the end. These are those risky shots that you need to execute, but you need to execute when the situation demands you to do that. What a way to bring up the 300th boundary of the tournament, brought to you by Dafa News. 57 for 5. It's hanging in the balance here. That was quick through the air from Haider. At times it becomes really difficult to pick whether he's a left-arm spinner or a left-arm medium pacer. But his accuracy is pitch perfect.
Take the singles, rotate the strike. You have got that boundary on the very first delivery. Don't try anything special. There you go. Swept hard over the fine leg. Ball racing towards the fence. A chase by the fielder. Poor effort by Faraz. Yet again a culprit for Fujairah. Two fielders collided and the result is a 4 for Sanaul Haq and 4 for Reds.
Back-to-back boundaries here, and Haider is just not happy. I think Faraz had a clear view of Rohit running towards him. He should have actually waited and given opportunity to Rohit. Now, if you closely look, he had a better view of where Rohit is running from. And that movement from Faraz, that unnecessary dive, created confusion. A single taken. Meanwhile, an over that is turning out to be expensive here. 9 already of the first 4 balls. 26 required of 14. Well within reach, mind you.
It's a need to play sensible cricket. They'll get those boundaries for a maximum. Tennis stage. They need to focus on to keep the wickets in hand. Shadad very focused. Excellent piece of batting on the back foot. Takes that single. 10 of 5 deliveries in this over.
Well, this has been excellent calculation from Sanaul Haq. He just wanted to make sure that he improvises around and maneuvers his gameplay, and he has done it brilliantly. 63 for 5. 25 required of 13. It's just a matter about a boundary or 2. Tries to go big, hits it straight down the ground. There is Umair Ali Khan who stops it, and will be a single to finish the over. It's 8 overs gone, 64 for 5, 24 required of the final 2. $24 required of 12, which could have been easily 32 or 34 runs in 12 balls, provided they had their fieldings in place, Mudassir.
Absolutely, that fumble by Haider and a poor communication from Faraz resulting those couple of boundaries, then a drop catch resulting in a couple of runs from Faraz, and those extras, 8 extras and 7 extras came in the first over. That's haunting Fujairah.
Well, it's just about assessing and calculating where things went wrong, and it is bound to happen. Meanwhile, penultimate over, the most important over of the innings, coming in from Shehbaz Ali. 24 required of 12. And that will be wicket on the very first ball. Shehbaz strikes, and Fujairah would definitely be breathing a sigh of relief after seeing the back of Sanaul Haq, the skipper, who provided a scare with those improvised shots. He's walking back.
It's very interesting to see the replay. He's got those crucial 11 runs to Sanaul Haq. So 24 needed of 11 balls. Shehbaz getting that wicket. Ball just stopping and then coming onto the bat. An easy catch taken on the follow through by Shehbaz. There comes the big man. Sanaul Haq departs after making 11 of 7 balls with the help of 2 fours. Is 64 for the loss of 6.
Clint Birkinshaw is the new batter. 6 matches, 64 runs. Those runs would definitely not justify the class of this batter, but the strike rate does, and it is an opportunity to prove every worth why he's regarded as a dangerous batter. A smack. Look at the power this man generates. We spoke about it, and he has pulled off a fantastic hit. Flat batted 6, and you have the fans cheering for Clint.
It's the Clint Birkinshaw in the house. On the back foot. Look at that power unleashed by the big man Clint. A maximum to start his innings. Much needed maximum for Reds.
Oh, look at the power behind those forearms. Mind you, how determined he is. Clint Birkinshaw gets off the mark with a 6 on the very first ball. And this definitely would be a proud moment for Dubai Wanderers, the team that he plays for in the domestic circuit. Looks like they have lost the ball, and it's time for new balls, please.
There you go, Asif Iqbal helping the on-field umpire. He's also walking in the park like Umar Dogger did earlier. Mate, it's 11:45 p.m. Asif Iqbal. Still, he's not at all in a hurry. There you go. The gear changes now slowly from first gear to second gear. Still not shifting to the third gear. Very happy. I think he's saving the fuel.
Cruise control, if you've heard.
This is the advantage of an automatic vehicle. And look at that, all the way they came towards the 30-yard circle, both the umpires, Botha and Raza. He has did his job, Asif Iqbal.
I think he was waiting for the ball to be rescued, and that's one of the reasons the hope was alive that someone would probably get the ball back.
Coming back to the match, 70 for 6. The man in the house is Clint Birkinshaw. A maximum to his name. What a start he has provided. Much needed maximum from the blade of big man Clint.
18 required of 10. That was quick. That was skiddy from Shehbaz. Well, Shehbaz, a clear message being stated there. If you're Clint, I'm Shehbaz. I'll be bowling quick. I'll be having that rippy deliveries that will come quicker at you. You would not anticipate, and it would skid on. That's what Shehbaz is known for.
Good comeback by the fast bowler, and he was surprised he's playing up against Clint for the first time. And he has no idea what the power he possesses. The big man Clint Birkinshaw is the young lad on strike. Shahzad, what he needs to do is just take the single and rotate the strike.
Certainly. Shehzad connects, gets it into the gap. There is a fielder, Zuhaib Zubair. Does a fantastic job making sure that he covers the ground pretty nicely. And it's getting onto the wire. You just can't pick a winner. It's exactly 12 runs required run rate. 16 required of 8 balls. Clint is back on strike. Can he strike big? His presence is required right till the end.
Absolutely. If they have 14 or 12 runs in the final over, if he's out there, they'll fancy their chances. Emirates Red. Most crucial delivery of this over to be bowled by Shehbaz. It's Clint Birkinshaw, the big man on strike.
Drilled towards the wide of long off region. Ball's racing away. Excellent work in the deep by Haider Ali, making sure it's nothing more than 2. The powerhouse Clint Birkinshaw is putting a show on here. He moves on a 9 of 3. And definitely someone's getting jitters here in the commentary box.
So evenly balanced. It's a thriller here in ICC Cricket Academy, Dubai. It's Clint Birkinshaw yet again on strike after taking those couple of runs. 7 balls, 14. Will he go for that big shot, Asim?
Well, Only the time will tell us. He would intend for it, I'm sure. Anything within his arc, he's definitely gonna fancy his luck. Again, quick delivery, drilled. That's away from Haider Ali. It's going all the way. But puts in a dive, but not able to stop that one. It's drama here happening at the ICC Academy in Dubai. Shehbaz is not happy at all, and Clint Birkinshaw is putting a show on here. 10 required of 6, 9 overs, 78 for 6. Do not move an inch. Nine overs, 78 for 6. Drama doesn't end here, Mudassir. 10 runs required of 6 balls. There are 5 fielders inside the circle. What does that mean? Penalty time in the game of cricket. It happens when you are done with your time. It's because of the over rate. 10 required of 6. Shehzad on strike. Hafiz Almas comes in from the school end. Boundary of the first ball. Take that. Excellent improvisation from Shehzad. Gets on one knee and plays it towards the fine leg. This is excellent stuff here from Emirates Red.
Previous over ended with the boundary, and this over starts with the boundary. They are back in the game. Now they are the favourites. Going down on one knee, using his wrist. The previous over ended with the boundary, and this over started with the boundary. The young lad goes down on one knee and clears the fine leg fielder with ease. What a start to this over by Shehzad.
Oh, top shot. Mind you, excellent execution from Shehzad. 14 of 8 for him. 6 runs required of 5. Short delivery, it's up in the air. Chance. Oh, the bowler trying to put a... That has been provided here at the Emirates D10, powered by fan code.
Trying to pull, he was not in control, and look at the effort from Hafiz. It was out of his reach, but an excellent effort by Hafiz Almas. Now it's a runner ball. We are seeing an upset. Fujairah, they might face their first defeat in this tournament.
Just 4 runs away. What a cameo Clint has played here. 4 balls, 13. Shehzad, 16 of 9. Up in the air. And that has gone all the way. That's the game for the Reds. And look at the way they are running in. Look at the way they are excited. It feels like they've already won the Emirates D10. It is as if they've defeated them in the finale. But it is an achievement for this team that has played as a unit.
Absolutely. It's like a finale for them. They have upset Fujairah here. Repeating the feat of beating the big teams in this tournament. First it was Sharjah. Now it's time for Fujairah to taste the defeat against Emirates Red. 90 for the loss of 6. But what an entertainment they have provided us here.
First defeat for Fujairah, and in my opinion, if you're positive, you would take this as a learning opportunity for you, because for the first time you lost the toss, for the first time you're batting first in the tournament, and for the first time you've faced defeat. You need to know that was the winning shot, the glory shot coming in off the bat of Shehzad. Clean hit, no chance at all. Absolutely brilliant show here from the Reds. Sana was very confident during the toss, and that is exactly the eventual result that we see here.
Beauty of this team is they back each other. There you go, the hurdle after the victory. And for almost of this match, they have the control, though they have lost couple of wickets in the middle. But what an end. A clinical performance from Shahzad and the big man Clint Birkinshaw coming in and hitting that first ball maximum, then couple of doubles and a boundary. Dejected faces of men in green. Fujairah tasting the first defeat in this tournament of Emirates D10 2023. Chasing that target in 9.3. It shows the caliber. And looking at the batting card of Emirates Red, they have started out poorly. Ahan Fernandez, Uzair Haider going out cheaply. Then some contribution from Irfan and Shahzad. But what matters was the inning from Clint Birkinshaw 13 and Sanaul Haq 11. Extras have been a big concern. 8 extras has been conceded by the bowling team, and it just took 9.3 overs for Reds to win this match. 90 on board for the loss of 6. The fast bowler going for runs, Rohit Shahbaz Ali. Rohit Khan and Shahbaz Ali, the pick of the fast bowlers in this lineup. They are going for runs. It means they were in trouble. Couple of wickets for the captain. Umar Ali Khan bowled really well and well supported by Haider. A wicket to his name, 2 overs, 14 runs. And Hafiz Almas, unlucky I would say, 1.3 overs, 16 runs and a wicket. Every bowler getting that wicket, but also leaking those runs. And what an entertainment was provided throughout the day. And let's see what the points table looks like. Still, Fujairah, after tasting that first defeat, they remains on the top of the table with 10 points, followed by Abu Dhabi on 8. Emirates Red now climbing up to the 3rd position with 8 points. Dubai at 4th. Sharjah, Emirates Blues and Ajman follows. Still it's an open group for the 4th position, still I would say. And what an entry into this format, Emirates D10 2023 for Team Red, Emirates Red, new team playing for the first time. And they are making a statement here, the way they are batting, the way they are fielding. 6 games for Emirates Red and 4 wins. And let's see what transpired in this innings, in the second innings of this match. Came out chasing 88. The highlights, it was a pitch of delivery. Ahan Fernandez going out cheaply. Then couple of blows from the blade of Irfan, handsomely played. Uzair managed couple of boundaries against Shahbaz. They took the advantage of power play, inside out yet again, the left-hander Irfan. Then came Captain Umer getting those couple of wickets quickly. Then everyone thought that Fujairah are in the game. Haider getting rid of dangerous Irfan. A well-judged catch taken in the deep by the fielder Hafiz Almas. Farhan Babar came in and went out cheaply. An excellent catch taken yet again by Salman. Umar Doggar has been promoted but went out cheaply. Then came in Sanaul Haq, scoring those quick 2 boundaries and scoring those 11 runs for his team in no time, putting the pressure back on Fujairah. Then came this big man on the very first ball. He went hard and got that maximum, and this changed the face of the game. Clint Birkinshaw managing to get that boundary of the final delivery of Shahbaz. Then this was young lad finishing the match with a glory shot. A maximum from the blade of Shahzad, getting those 2 points, crucial 2 points for Emirates Red. At the end, Emirates Red winning by 4 wickets in hand. Good to see they had a good game, both the officials, Mujahid Raza and Botha. And the celebration, they made that hurdle. And let's see the summary of this match. Fujairah invited to bat first, and they were batting first this tournament for the first time. 87 was posted, some contribution from Zishan Abid, Hafiz Almas and Hamid Khan, but it was a clinical performance from the bowling of Mohammad Asif, just conceding 8 runs and couple of wickets to his name. Mohammad Irfan, the all-rounder, also among the wickets. So was Amar Badami, the leg break bowler, giving away just 14 runs. When the chase started, they were in a bit of bother, Emirates Red, but kudos to the young lad Mohammad Shahzad, remained unbeaten on 22, good contribution by Mohammad Irfan, and Clint Birkinshaw getting that quick 13 runs was the difference. Umair Ali Khan getting couple of wickets, Haider Ali a wicket, and Hafiz Almas Ayyub a wicket to his name. At the end, it's Emirates Red won by 4 wickets. A thumping victory for Emirates Red. And let's see what is store for tomorrow. There will be 4 matches. Fujairah will be coming back and will be playing the first match of the day against Dubai at 3 p.m. local time, followed by Ajman and Abu Dhabi. That would be match number 22 at 5:15 p.m. And Emirates Red, they are looking red hot in this tournament. Match number 23, they'll be up against Emirates Blue, 7:30 p.m. local time. Ajman will be staying here to play the second match of the day against the mighty Sharjah. The match number 24, it will be the final match of the day at 9:45 p.m. And without wasting much time, let's head down for the post-match presentation. It's Asim Sheikh out there with the match referee, and we'll come to know who is the player of the match.
Time for the post-match presentation. It was the match number 20th that was played between Emirates Red and Fujairah. After winning the toss, they elected to bowl first, the Reds, and made sure that Fujairah was tested under the conditions for the very first time, wherein they were asked to bat first. 87 what they managed to score, and in response, they chased it down in the final over with winning the game by 4 wickets. And it was some exciting contest out there. Some good performances from there was Lara, who bowled pretty well. There was Clint that provided a breakthrough earlier on, but it was one man who stood out fantastically with the ball, with the bat. It is our man of the match is Mohammad Irfan, I beg your pardon, and it will be given up by Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our match referee. Irfan picked up 2 wickets for 12 runs in his 2 overs, and with the bat, handy contributions, 19 of 14 deliveries. Irfan, काफी शानदार परफॉर्मेंस रही है. कितना प्रेशर फील कर रहे थे सिचुएशन अंदर?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह पाक का शुक्र है. प्रेशर था क्योंकि बड़ी टीम थी सामने, वो सारे मैच जीती हुई है. हमारी न्यू टीम है, बाकी लड़कों ने अच्छा खेला, जल है टीम इंशाल्लाह, तो अल्लाह पाक ने फतह दी.
ओवरऑल आपको क्या रोल दिया गया इस टीम में? क्योंकि एज एन ऑलराउंडर जब खेलते हो, अक्सर देखा गया कि आप ओपन करते हैं इनिंग्स, लेकिन कुछ टाइम से देखा जा रहा है कि आप मिडिल ऑर्डर में बैटिंग कर रहे हैं, तो क्या अपना रोल देख रहे हैं आप टीम में?
जी, वो कोच सबको एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहा है ओपन के लिए, तो इसलिए किसी भी नंबर पे भेजते हैं तो मसला नहीं है.
वेल, ओवरऑल कितना कॉन्फिडेंट फील कर रहे हो फुजैरा जैसी टीम को हराने के बाद?
जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, वो टीम अच्छी है, बाकी हमारी टीम भी अच्छी है. हमें पूरी उम्मीद थी हम इंशाल्लाह अच्छा खेलेंगे और हराएंगे, तो इंशाल्लाह अल्लाह पाक ने कामयाबी दी.
चलो, उम्मीद करते हैं इसी तरीके की परफॉर्मेंस आगे कंटिन्यू रहे. ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट.
थैंक यू, जज़ाकल्लाह.
Well, that's it from the post-match presentation, and that's it from a super Friday out here at the ICC Academy. Myself signing off on behalf of the entire commentary crew, and good night and do take care.